In this lesson, I am going to talk about Photoshop extension or plugins. So, as the name suggests, extensions, so it basically extend our Photoshop capabilities. So, for UI design, I mostly use a lot of Photoshop extensions or plugins. Some of them are free and some of them are premium, or you need to purchase them. Okay, so I'm going to show you the most important ones. So most of the time I use this Gridify. It's a very good panel for Photoshop guides and grids. It's an extension, small extension. Okay, then we have Random User Generator. It's available for all these Photoshop versions. We will be using this one or this one. So if you have CC 2014, then download this one. Other than that, we have a few other paid or premium Photoshop extensions. Some of them are made by source.com. I mostly use this CSS Hat to subtle patterns for making different patterns into Photoshop or bringing them instantly. PSD Cleaner to clean up Photoshop PSD or stay organized. Then this one I use Color Kit for changing color of Photoshop different elements at once or changing color schemes. Then this Markly for generating Photoshop specifications document for developers. And there is one more for which is free one. This one, it is also for creating guides, quick guide. Okay, so all of these are different extensions. For Photoshop CC 2014, we had this Photoshop extension called it was something like this. Let me show you. Okay, you can see ZXP extension was Photoshop extensions were in this format. But in CC 2015, they are no more in this format. So most of the time you will see some exe files, or sometimes you might have different installer script to run in the Photoshop to install that plugin. So after installing that plugin, open up your Photoshop and go to Window. If you don't see your extension over here, you have to bring it over here. So click on Window, Extensions, then click on any of these plugin names. So this one, let me show Subtle Patterns. I have clicked over here. So it's basically loading from the internet. Okay, here we have all the patterns over here. Okay, now let me show you the quick usage of these some of these plugins. So this is Random User Generator. It's going to generate. Okay, you can see it is generating basically an image over here. So if I make a new layer over here and then click on this add, it is going to basically add this image over here. So when I need to use this image or any profile images in my UI design, I can just use this Random User Generator extension. Then this is Subtle Patterns. I'm going to use one of them. You can see instantly it generates the pattern over here. We use this pattern for different kind of backgrounds. Okay, then we have over here, let me show you. That's I've just drawn a rectangle shape in Photoshop. Don't worry about it right now. I'm just showing you the usage of different kind of different types of Photoshop extensions. Okay, now let me just make a selection of this rectangle, and then I'm going to divide it into 3 different divisions. Okay, right now. Okay, you can see these are the grid lines or guides. These guides have divided this rectangle into 3 equal parts. So I can also divide it horizontally and vertically both. You can see here, you can see how I have generated this grid. So this is the way we use different kind of Photoshop extensions. You can see I just clicked on this and it created guides all around this shape. So this is it about Photoshop extensions. I hope you have learned something from it, and let's move on to the next lecture.